I had to go to Spain for my luck, and Silo got tossed into the sea by Conte, just like the opening of a drama. Watching the yacht drift away, I thought taking this ridiculous task was a big mistake. Just yesterday, I followed the Empress orders and flew from Italy to Spain. I was told to persuade Conte to bury the hatchet. Silo knew it was the Empress' idea. After all, I had once set fire to Conte's mom's house, yet the Empress lied, claiming it was the Godfather Peter's command. I had no choice but to comply. After the hotel arranged by Conte's driver, Ocean, I was left hanging all day, only meeting him the next morning. As soon as we met, Conte whisked me onto the yacht, cruising out to sea, leading to that opening scene with Silo drifting around for a while. Eventually, a yacht came my way, and I was rescued. Turns out, Conte sent them to pick me up, and he wanted me to visit his nightclub. He said that was for avenging his mom, so we were even now. Silo wanted to talk business with Conte to keep supplying the Peter family. But Conte had no interest in the Peters. Silo said Peter was in jail. Now, the gang was ruled by Peter's son, Edu, but Conte knew Edu couldn't stir much. We talked for quite a while, but Conte just wouldn't budge. Silo tried to list all the benefits of cooperating with Conte when suddenly his enemies showed up for a visit. Thankfully, Conte's men chased the killers away in time. We suffered minor injuries in the gunfight like a wild party. Seeing no progress, Silo thought about returning to Italy, but Conte called and wanted to keep the conversation going. They met up, and Conte said they could team up, but first, Silo had to help negotiate with his enemies. Turns out, there were some Russians looking to build a dock along the coast, but Conte's guards turned their plan upside down. The Russians raged and planned to assassinate Conte, who was terrified. He wanted peace talks but not casualties, so he sent Silo. Silo went to try, hoping to persuade them to collaborate on the dock, only to accidentally complicate matters further. Silo claimed that Conte was well connected locally, knowing a host of political figures. Even if the Russians took the land, they couldn't get it off the ground without connections made sense to the boss. Then he pulled out a revolver, played Russian roulette with Silo, and suddenly survival became his top priority for this business deal. Luckily, his nickname was Lucky Stamp, and divine intervention saved him once more. Silo practically danced out of there after a close brush with death. He reached the beach, yelling like he'd hit the jackpot, and Conte couldn't believe he actually completed the job. What a plot twist. Even if the 60-40 split wasn't his idea, it worked out pretty well in his favor, so Conte agreed to keep supplying the Peter family. Surviving a near-death ordeal, Silo returned to Italy to aid Edu, but learned from his men that Edu had disappeared. He had no clue where the Empress sent him, and Silo realized she didn't want to be a puppet master anymore. She wanted to be the queen of the gang, which was quite the ambitious plot twist. While her husband, the Godfather, was locked up, she sent her son Edu to Honduras to line up new supplies. What a clever move. And she sent her son's best buddy, Silo, to Spain, which felt like a straight ticket to disaster. And just like that, she transformed into the queen of the Neapolitan mob. Talk about an unexpected plot twist. Silo miraculously returned, sealing the deal with Conte, bringing fresh supplies to the gang, only to be pushed out of the inner circle. The moment she took charge, the Empress decided to shake things up, announcing a 20% price cut. Talk about digging her own grave. The elders were worried this would anger rival gangs, but she shrugged it off and told them to find a safe retail spot. Classic move. After the meeting, Silo tried to reason with the Empress, but she claimed she had other arrangements. Without Edu by his side, he had to wait and see. Before long, the Empress found a new spot and put Silo in charge of running it. Silo's head was spinning at the news. An elder who fought with the Godfather, he's now assigned lowly tasks, frustrated but accepting it. Silo and his crew got busy for a few days, and finally, the new retail spot was ready to start selling. With relatively low prices, it quickly attracted a horde of customers, but Silo felt like he was less than thrilled working there. The Empress never spoke to him directly, sending minions to deliver messages. One day, as Silo assigned tasks, his car exploded. It was clear her price-cutting strategy angered rival gangs, and Silo proposed a counter-attack, with the other elders agreeing it couldn't just slide. However, the Empress said it's not personal to Silo but the gang nonsense. She ordered Silo to manage his spot, and prohibited him from retaliating. He was furious. The Empress dispatched Old Mo for revenge, only to find adults watching kids play soccer. Old Mo and his men swiftly took down two, as if nothing unusual. That counter-attack led to an even fiercer retaliation. Someone tipped off the police, resulting in Silo's spot getting raided. Fortunately, Silo had prepared well in advance, so he didn't face catastrophic losses. To prevent further escalation affecting the business, the Empress decided to negotiate with the other gang leaders herself. The elders felt this was a sign of weakness, but the Empress was determined to meet them. Silo couldn't help but ask where you had gone and when he'd be back. She replied, "We don't even know each other anymore." Silo was ready to explode from frustration. The Empress negotiations were surprisingly smooth. It turned out that Jew had secured supplies in Honduras. With supplies from both sides in hand, she could set the game rules. No wonder she was feeling smug about her success. Indeed, she found that being queen was way more thrilling than playing puppet master, but she had no idea her reign was about to end.